Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It is me, your girl BrittReacts, and today we're going to react to Even Harvey's Heart Hates Him. This is from Josh Johnson. Why am I laughing already? Ontario, California.
I read this week that Harvey Weinstein got rushed to the hospital from prison after a heart episode, maybe a heart attack or something like that. And as soon as I read it, I was like, rushed? Do they not know? Oh, you can take your time with Harvey. You don't got to run any red lights for Harvey. You don't need to put the siren on, just making turns like you.
No. Sorry. Not urgent.
That's gotta be tough. You driving Harvey Weinstein's ambulance. You hitting yellow lights, making decisions. Turns a little bit yellow. We wouldn't have made it. I'm sure even the guard at the prison, Harvey over here. And Harvey over here.
The zoom in?
The guard's like, oh no. Don't. That's a tough one too, because I was thinking about it, because I was thinking about it from as many angles as possible, because it's not just he's the person and it's part of the headline, but there are lots of people around him in this situation. You got to think about the people at the hospital.
Okay, first of all, the first thing that came to mind, which has nothing, and I do mean nothing, to do with anything he just said, but how come, at least in the states here of America, are there so many places with the same names? I.e. Miami, Ohio, and Miami, Florida. Ontario, I just found out, California, and Ontario, Canada. It's like, did we run out of creativity? I don't know. It just blows my mind how often I visit a place that I didn't realize there was another place with the same name. Off topic. Whoa, excuse me. It's a little reflux there. Oh, Amazon just pulled up, guys. I'm excited. Anyway, I get it. I think it's funny. There's not much else to say here. He's funny.
You know, you go to the ER, got a real bad headache, and then they run in with Harvey Weinstein just having a heart attack, and you're like, but y'all still gonna get me first, right?
For a headache.
Like, this hurts really bad. Can we?
I was here first.
Or maybe you're not a patient. Maybe you're a surgeon. Imagine, because we don't know what happened exactly. Just know that he has some sort of thing happen. What if that dude had to have like open heart surgery, you know? And I don't think he did. I think we would have heard about it. But let's say he had to have open heart surgery. Let's say you're a surgeon. You work at the hospital.
What would you do?
You went to school. You studied hard. You learned everything that there was to learn about healing someone, especially someone in dire straits, someone who's really, really down to the wire, right? And you go to school, med school, maybe do some sort of residency. I don't know how it works, but you get hired by a hospital and you come into work on a random Tuesday. Checking in to work and everything, about to sit at your desk, and somebody runs in, hey, you gotta come, quick. And then they pull you into an OR, and it's Harvey Weinstein on the table. And you're like,
Listen, the fact of the matter is, for medical professionals, right, you guys, can't, like, it doesn't matter. A life is a life. A heart is a heart. It's not, you're not God. It's not your job to pass judgment and decide if someone has the right to live or do they deserve to live. This is the same with, a murderer coming in and, whatever, like they have to perform it. But I think everyone who has a moral compass maybe would think like, dang, I can't believe I got to do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like knowing, like, I think there are some people who struggle morally probably in the medical profession with things like this. But the thought of this is just, I also feel like recently in the headlines, this I think was a few months ago, Josh's, this particular show. But I saw something like last week that he had like another medical thing. It's interesting to me how gentlemen, I guess I'm using that word very loosely, how people, men, women, whoever, that find themselves, okay, let me restart that. It's interesting to me how these Hollywood big wigs find themselves in these issues and all of a sudden they have health problems, a la Bill Cosby, a la Harvey. It's like, but before you got arrested, you seemed to be fine. And I know jail conditions are hard and whatnot, but it just is so wild to me because it feels like that's what happens. It's like as soon as they get in trouble, their health declines. And it's like, but you weren't too sick to be allegedly doing all of these things, were you? I don't know. I'm just playing. I'm just asking.
Oh. You into an OR and it's Harvey Weinstein on the table.
I'm going to Google what
You're
happened
like,
recently.
Like, hurry, you gotta save him. And you're like, gotta?
I don't gotta do anything.
Like, do I really? It's like, yeah, you took a Hippocratic oath to, like, I was like,
Is that what it's called? Hippocratic? HIPAA?
When they made us take the oath, they didn't mention anything like this. Like,
right, they didn't cover this.
I was saying it in theory. Somebody might have had to do open heart surgery.
Oh, that's what I saw. Harvey Weinstein diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia. That's what it was. Yeah, it's like, dang. Sorry, now I'm like reading his Wikipedia. People you would also search when using the search for Bob Weinstein. He has a brother named Bob. Jeffrey Epstein comes up. Heidi Klum comes. Oh. Don't Google that. Just don't. I just told you what I saw, and I confirmed he has leukemia. And that's it. That sucks. It's really unfortunate.
On Harvey Weinstein, someone might have had to put their hands in.
The disease sucks. The disease is really unfortunate. I want to be super clear about that. I'm not saying anyone does or doesn't deserve anything. I'm not God. That is not my role, okay? I'm just saying having leukemia sucks. It's terrible. Not because I know from experience, but I mean, I think we all know that cancer in any form is terrible.
On Harvey Weinstein, someone might have had to put their hands in Harvey Weinstein. The whole time they're just like, ew, 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 ew. It's insane. It's like I couldn't get it off my mind too, because it's like everybody involved, They have to do their job, and their job is to heal. But you got to heal a bad person. This dude is the devil. And you know how we know he's like truly, truly evil? Not all the testimony, not all of the stories about things that he's done for decades over his career. We know that everybody knows because they made him. During the trial was when I was like, man, this guy, oof. This is worse than we could ever imagine, because during the trial, they got him to do the thing that they get dudes to do when they're definitely guilty. When people are guilty and the jury knows it, the judge knows it, and their own lawyers know it, they all do the same thing. You can look at any case in America. They always, always tell this dude, hey, listen, you're going to need to act as feeble as possible.
See?
Okay? From now on, you use a walker. Do you understand me? We had never seen Harvey with a walker before. You know that man didn't need a walker, but as soon as he was in hot water, he over here can't close his mouth. Get out of here. No. They did the same thing with Cosby. You knew Cosby was guilty because they told
Josh, you and I got to stop meeting here. We got to stop doing this. We got to stop saying the same things. I used to go through the same thing when I was reacting to Bill Burr. Like, I would, like, predict, which I guess if you can say, like, duh, we saw that coming, but, like, it spooks me. It spooks me.
They did the same thing with Cosby. You knew Cosby was guilty because they told that man to act extra blind.
Extra blind.
Cosby had been losing his sight incrementally over decades, but when it came to the trial, they put glasses on that man and he started acting, you know, he was not.
The crazy thing is, right, like, that, like what Josh just said, like, I don't think that these men were in perfect health when the whole thing started. And perhaps something like a stress, like a trial and all the media coverage and all the, you know, just like your name now being in the mud can be a stressor and maybe flare up something. But it's just like, how so quickly did we go from seeing you, you know, declaring your innocence, and then as soon as ish hit the fan, you getting disability checks. And it just blows my mind. Josh, I'm with you.
Came to the trial, they put glasses on that man and he started acting, you know, he was not that blind.
He was not that blind.
It's one thing to not be able to see. This man was over here putting it on, just Ray Charles and it. You can't feel the sounds.
You can't
Don't do that.
Oh, gosh.
Because Harvey showed up in that walker, and I was like, yeah.
Guilty.
He did everything. Over here. No. Get out of here, man. That's so insane. But I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I really do hope that he's not okay. I think they're like...
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I can't judge any...
Not me pressing the wrong button. See, Josh, you got me all out of sorts. I'm going to save the rest of this because I think that's where the Harvey thing stops. And this just gives me more content to come back and react to. But... listen, Josh and I are on the same page. I don't understand it. I'm never going to say, you know, my catchphrase, my favorite thing to say is have the day you deserve. So what kind of day is that? That depends on you, your character, and how you decide to show up in the world every day. That's not for me to judge. It is simply the day that you deserve. And yeah, sometimes people who don't deserve bad days have bad days. I have bad days all the time. Doesn't mean I deserve them. But I can try my best to have the day that I deserve. Now, people who don't deserve to have good days, do with that what you will. Anyway, Josh, I am such a fan. I am wildly entertained by his style of comedy, which is, like, I think I likened him to George Carlin in that it's storytelling, it's riddled in truth and fact, journalism in his case, and then it's just ever so beautifully covered in comedy. And it's really like the things are funny in real life. Like, you're like, this is so ridiculous, it's funny, but the way he delivers it is sensational. His facial expressions, the way he can physically act things out is fantastic. I am a fan. I am looking to see when he has a show near me because I'm going. Okay? Do with that what you will, and go and have the day you deserve.